Good morning to everyone. In today's video, we are going to see the verification of impedance, current, RL, RC and RLC series circuit. We already know in series circuits, the current will be same throughout the elements. So here, if we go for RLC circuit, R, L and C are connected in series. The current flowing through these three elements are same. For example, if in RLC circuit, if we reduce this L value to 0, then the circuit will behave as RC. For example, in the RLC circuit, if we reduce the C to 0, the circuit will behave as RL circuit. The rest of the connections, all the things are same. So here in the theoretical way, if I suppose to find out what will be the voltage, what will be the current and impedance for the given voltage. So here we are assuming V input as 20 volts, For this input, what will be the total impedance as well as current we are supposed to find out. So for impedance, Z equals to root over here. For RLC circuit, Z equals to root over R square plus XL minus XC whole square. In the case of RC circuit, Z will be equals to root over R square plus XC whole square. In the same case, when I go for RL circuit, it will be R square plus XL whole square. Nothing but here for RC circuit, I will make XL as 0. For RL circuit, XC as 0. So the rest of the elements will be same. To find out the current, I equals to V divided by Z. Already we know V equals to 20. So we can able to find out what will be the current from theoretical orientation. Now in practically, how we supposed to find out the current as well as impedance for this circuits we are supposed to do in this experiment. So if you observe here, this is our kit having the source, source which is nothing but your 0 to 30 volts, which is an AC format, and your elements R, L and C, and R value will be 25 ohms, L value will given as 110 millihenries, and your capacitance will be equals to 50 microfarads. 50 microfarads. And we have the voltmeter and ammeter, and this is a variac to adjust your input. So before starting your experiment, kindly check your variac should be in minimum position, and this is the power on button on your kit, and this is the indicator, and this is the fuse. So for your connecting, we simply follow the circuit. So from voltage source, we are connecting to the ammeter, from voltage source other end to the ammeter. From ammeter other end to resistor, and resistor other end to inductor, and inductor other end to capacitor other end to your circuit. So now we just connected the outermost portion. So here if I observe this, the voltmeter is in parallel to my source. So the voltmeter is connected in parallel. That means positive to positive and negative to negative. Few students may have the doubt how you can directly say that this is the resistor and this is the inductor. So for those interested candidates, that means to see these things practically or interesting, okay. So once again I just go with my connections from source, okay. From source I just connected to the ammeter, from the source to ammeter, source to ammeter, from the ammeter other end to resistor, resistor other end to resistor other end to inductor, inductor other end to capacitor, capacitor other end to voltage source, and across the voltage source I connected this. Across the voltage source I connected this voltmeter. So if you observe this, if you see the back side of your circuit, you can able to observe the resistor, and this is an inductor, and this is a capacitor, and meters display, and the variac, and your transformers, which can able to change your input voltage to your required voltages. So this is our connection, okay. This is our connection. Ensure that your supply is in, your knob is in 0 position, and whatever the panel board switch is in off position. So turn on your MCB, okay. Turn on your MCB and switch on your board switch, okay. So once you turn on your supply, you can able to observe the readings on your meter. So as per the theoretical calculations, we done our thing for input voltage 20 volts. So try to provide the input voltage 20 volts. So ensure that you won't rush in the reaching the value. So gradually increase the value. So gradually increase the value. Okay, gradually increase the value and note down your current reading. So kindly observe here, we are able to find out the for a given voltage, we are able to find out the current itself. We are not finding the impedance. So for this, from this we are supposed to find out the impedance. So Z equals to V by I. So we know the V and we know the I practically. So from this we are going to calculate. So kindly note these values for your RLC circuits. RLC circuits. Once you are done with your reading, reduce the value to 0. Reduce the value to 0. Reduce the value to 0 and turn off your supply and your main supply. So this is for your RLC circuit. RLC circuit. Now I am interested to do for RL circuit. I am interested to do for the RL circuit. Don't change all the connections. Don't change all the connections. Simply remove the last two terminals. Okay. I just remove the last two terminals of L and C interconnection on the I just remove that and I just connected here. So if anybody have the doubt, you kindly check. So from R to L we get the connection. From L to board I will get the connection. So this is the thing. Again, making sure you are having 0, variac in 0 position, and turn on the supply. Turn on the supply and gradually increase the value. gradually increase the value, up to 20 volts, gradually increase the value up to 20 volts and note down the current reading. Okay, the same procedure, we are not at all varying the procedure. Again, once your reading is done, kindly reduce to 0, kindly reduce to 0, kindly reduce to 0 and turn off, kindly reduce to 0 and turn off. Okay, so switch off your supply, switch off your supply. Now if you have done, till now we completed the RL circuit. Okay, now go for your RC circuit. From R we are supposed to go for the C, from R to, okay, from R to C, and from C terminal to your, from C terminal to your source, negative terminal. Once you done the connections, kindly turn on your switch and turn on your supply, turn on your supply, turn on your supply. Once you turn on your supply, again the same procedure, what will be your input? Okay, what will be your input? So kindly provide. Okay, so once you provided your input 20 volts, note down the readings, note down the readings. Once it is done, calculate your impedances. So from the circuit we can able to find out the, we can get the current. So I reduce to 0 and turn off the switches and switch off the supply. Okay, so we note down the readings and from that we calculated the impedances. So this is for your verification of impedance and current of RL, RC and RLC series circuits. Thank you.